there, ding-dongs, welcome back to Superhero 101. Today, I'm going to talk about all the times Marvel and DC ripped each other off. Hey there, Time Traveling Sam here. Just wanted to say thank you to the sponsor of this episode, Full Sail University.
There's an intro.
Well, rip-off might be a little too harsh. Let's say copied or borrowed without permission. If you're a casual superhero fan, you may notice some similar characters across both DC and Marvel. You might hear fanboys even argue about who came first. Was it Black Cat or Catwoman? What about Mr. Fantastic or Plastic Man or Elongated Man? Why are there so many? Well, today I'm going to hopefully clear up some of those questions and bring to light some characters you didn't know were carbon copies of other popular heroes and villains. And let's make it a top 10 of my favorite pairings because it'll be a little easier than doing every single character out there that's got a doppelganger. Kicking it off with number 10, Marvel's Hawkeye and DC's Green Arrow. Putting favoritism aside, let's look at the history, alright? The Arrow shooting Batman knockoff debuted in More Fun Comics in 1941. He and his sidekick Speedy sped around Star City saving the day. Our purple-suited archer Hawkeye made his way into our hearts as a villain in Tales of Suspense almost 20 years later. Sure, you could argue that Green Arrow is clearly a ripoff of Batman and Robin Hood, but if we're talking comic book characters, Green Arrow is the original Arrowhead hero. Number 9, the Atom at DC Comics versus Ant-Man at Marvel. For DC, the original Atom superhero, Al Pratt, didn't have shrinking abilities. That wasn't until the Silver Age with Ray Palmer, a fan-favorite hero, who premiered in Showcase number 34. The first Ant-Man, Hank Pym, hopped into Marvel Comics in the ever-famous Tales to Astonish number 27. What were those release dates again? Oh yes, Ray Palmer as the Atom in 1961 and Hank Pym's Ant-Man in 1962. Damn, so close, Marvel. Almost had it. Maybe next time. Probably not. All right, next. Number 8, let's do one of those previously mentioned mashups. Mr. Fantastic versus Elongated Man versus Plastic Man. Mr. Fantastic, as most of you know, is from Marvel, while the other two flexible fellows hail from DC. Reed Richards debuted with his Fantastic crew and Fantastic Four numero uno. That was pretty obvious.
Damn it, Sam, why you gotta be so stupid?
I'm sorry. The Elongated Man premiered not in his own solo comic, but in The Flash number 112. Hell yeah, Flash! Then Plastic Man, the other DC Flexi hero, transformed from Crook to Goody in Please Comics number 1 over at Quality Comics and was purchased by DC. That's a lot. Okay, what's the verdict? Mr. Fantastic, 1961. Elongated Man, 1960. Plastic Man, 1941. Who would have thought that string cheese SOB would have been so freaking old? Number 7, let's clear things up real quick. Catwoman or Black Cat? Black Cat made her way into the hearts of Spider-Man fans in The Amazing Spider-Man number 194. However, Catwoman, or originally the Cat, has been with the Bat since Batman number 1. Our calculations have concluded that Catwoman is the OG, originally released in 1940, and Black Cat hitting the scene in 1979. Selena could be Felicia's mom. There's a porn for that. Number 6, let's talk about our undersea dwelling comic book heroes, Marvel's Namor versus DC's Aquaman. Namor premiered in Marvel Comics number 1 when they were still a part of Timely Comics. Namor, Cap, and the original Human Torch, not Johnny Storm, it's complicated, were the original top dog, so yeah, he's pretty old. Now, for Aquaman, that other Atlantean king showed up in More Fun Comics number 73. That was at the tail end of 1941, so he's gotta be the OG, right? Wrong, you dumb! Namor the Submariner was born in 1939, son? What? That was way too bro. Number 5, let's hit that mystical side of the comics. I want to talk about the Doctors. Dr. Fate at DC and Doctor Strange at Marvel. Dr. Stephen Strange made his way into our hearts in Strange Tales number 110, and Dr. Fate emerged from the comic book ether in More Fun Comics number 55. Which of these Sorcerer Supremes is the Ultra Supreme? Well, that kind of sounds like a Taco Bell menu item. The award goes to... drumroll please. It's Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate was first. More Fun Comics number 55 hit shelves in 1940, while Strange Tales number 110 didn't come out until 1963. Both are fine doctors. One just a little bit older and with a helmet, while the other one has facial hair that is on point. Number 4, let's talk about some villains for a second, shall we? Both DC and Marvel are homes to villains of the digital variety. DC birthed Brainiac and Marvel birthed Ultron. Brainiac is a reoccurring villain for the Man of Steel and the Justice League, who showed up in Action Comics number 242, while Ultron made his comic debut as the Crimson Cowl in Avengers number 54. The Brain Maniac arrived in 1958, 10 years prior to Ultron appearing as an Avengers villain. Brainiac may be older, but he never turned into a supermodel, I'll tell you that. Ooh, wow, Ultron's a looker. That's not offensive, that's not sexist, right? No one's saying anything. Number 3 on this list goes to the matchup between the big bads Darkseid versus Thanos. Darkseid was created by Marvel god Jack Kirby in 1970, first appearing in Superman's pal Jimmy Olsen, then a year later in a whole series on the New Gods. Thanos sadly was created a few years later, 1973, by Jack Starlin for Iron Man number 55. When I was researching this, I found out that Starlin actually admitted to being influenced by the great Jack Kirby and his New Gods when conceiving Thanos and the Titans. Thanos was originally supposed to look more like Metron, funny enough, but Starlin's boss at the time flat out stated, beef him up. If you're gonna steal one of the New Gods, at least rip off Darkseid, he's the really good one. But hey, Thanos is the helicopter once, and haters can't catch him up there. Number 2, the ever-popular Deadpool vs Deathstroke rivalry. Both top-notch mercenaries, both with a screw loose, both very formidable villains slash anti-heroes. Deathstroke the Terminator was the main enemy of the Teen Titans since way back in 1980, while Deadpool wasn't born into comics until 1991. And actually, as an inside joke, the creators of Deadpool gave him the name Wade Wilson, a play on Slade Wilson, the true name of Deathstroke, and hey, Deadpool, Deathstroke, get it? Fuck, I just move on to the last one. Number 1, Jason Todd versus Bucky Barnes. Now you're probably gonna say Bucky came first, saying that Captain America's sidekick was with him back in the 40s, and most fans know that Jason Todd didn't become the second Robin until the 80s. But I'm talking about their rebirth, their reimagining, if you will. The new Red Hood premiered in the ever-popular Under the Hood Batman series, while the Winter Soldier appeared in his own series against Captain America. But who came first? Neither. Both premiered in November of 2005. I mean, that's crazy, right? Whoa! Whoa! Now, honorable mentions, Vision and Red Tornado, 2 androids that wrestle with their humanity. The first Vision popped up in the 40s, but the android made his way into the Avengers in 1968, while Red Tornado popped up in the same year. Boom, tie. Man-Thing versus Swamp Thing is another popular debate, but Marvel's Man-Thing is the big brother by a few months. Also, the one that I can't understand, Superman and Hyperion. Superman is a clear winner, but the revamped Hyperion has a carbon copy origin story. Baby shot off a dying planet, crash lands on another planet with powers and learns to be compassionate, blah, blah, blah. Just over at Marvel, not at DC. And that's it. The final score with honorable mentions included is as follows. Marvel Comics, 4 original characters including ties, and DC Comics with, BAM, 11. If you guys want me to dive into any of these characters in a solo video, let me know down below. Hey there, Time Traveling Sam here again. Just wanted to say thank you to Full Sail University. If you've ever considered working behind the scenes to create video games, Full Sail University offers programs that can prepare you for a future in the industry. Whether you're interested in coding, art, producing, or mobile game development, there's a game degree program at Full Sail University that can teach you the tools, technology, and workflow used by today's studios. Full Sail University has offered game programs for more than a decade, and grads have worked on such titles as Grand Theft Auto 5, the Call of Duty series, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and many more. In addition, Full Sail students receive a laptop along with gaming industry software at a deep institutional discount. Visit fullsail.edu/nerd101 to learn more. Look at how cute he is. Play. Don't forget to like this video if you did enjoy it, subscribe to this channel for more content, and share it, please. I'm Sam Basher. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ready? We're gonna do an Ant-Man. Ready? Here we go. Ooh, so tiny. Just the tiniest. So tiny.
Look at me and run.
Oh. Here we go, running away, here we go. All right, Ant-Man, here we go. Or the Atom, your call. Am I gone?
That's right. It's date time. Let's have some fun.
And finally, the X-Men Apocalypse trailer is finally out for all you nerds to watch, rewatch, then pick apart relentlessly.
And here we go, Ant-Man, he's and the Atom. Hello, best friends. Here we go, running away into the, okay. There you go.